For more on this, I'm now joined by Chris Cillizza, political commentator and host of So What with Chris Cillizza over on YouTube. Chris, always good to have you. We have seen so much come from President Trump in these first 3 weeks. I'm just curious. We have all these heavy hitter headlines and executive actions.
Yep.
Border, tariffs, Gaza this week. I'm curious on your end. What are some of the moves that aren't getting as much oxygen or attention that you're paying attention to?
Well, I mean, it's sort of hard, Markie, because I feel like we've got a lot of mountains and not very many molehills. To me, the one that I don't think, and it is getting attention, but I don't think people understand how much it's shaking up official Washington, which I do think is important, is the Elon Musk and his work to carve out the federal bureaucracy. Washington, I don't know if people totally understand this. Washington is a company town, right? LA is an entertainment company town. Washington is a politics and government company town. When the government is closed, like it is when there's any bad weather, no one's on the roads, right?
Yeah.
This is a place where the government drives everything. And the level of tension, anxiety, anger, uncertainty. I've lived here. I went to college here and I've lived here ever since. So I've been here since, let's just say, the mid-90s and not date myself
just
too much.
Just a couple years.
Yeah. And I've not seen that. So that's obviously gotten a fair amount of coverage because of Elon Musk. But I don't think people really grasp the amount of both turmoil and unsettled that's created. And candidly, Markie, that is sort of what Donald Trump promised, right? I mean, this is not different than what he said he would do. I just think the reality setting in now has really disrupted DC in a way I've not seen before.
He promised to shake up the system. To your point about Elon Musk, I find this fascinating. He's now also apparently getting involved in the Federal Aviation Administration. He posted on X that the DOGE team is aiming to make rapid safety upgrades to the air traffic control system. I mean, what's your reaction on that? And that seems kind of completely outside the jurisdiction of budgetary issues that he was given with DOGE, Chris.
Well, and his expertise, right? I mean, I always think one of the big mistakes people, myself included, make in life is just because you're good at one thing, an expert at one thing, does not mean you're an expert at all things, right? And I think that Elon Musk, look, he has, to his immense credit, succeeded in disrupting industries, the space industry, the automobile industry, right? I mean, this is a person of significant skills and abilities. But I think when you say you can just go willy-nilly into almost any element of emphasis, was not elected to anything.
Okay,
right?
we lost your audio for a second, but now you're back, Chris. You're back.
Elon was not elected to anything, right? And I think it's really important to emphasize, right? Yes, he gave money to Donald Trump's campaign, a lot of money, but he was not. No one said, yes, I want Elon Musk to go into the FAA or to go into USAID or to go into the Department of Education. I think there's a potential for real blowback there at some point among people who say, wait, why is this guy in charge of everything?
Yeah. Before I let you go, Chris, just because you have lived in Washington for so long, you know federal workers who have been given this buyout offer. Can you put us in their minds at all today as they have less than 20 hours to make up their mind and what their future looks like? What's going on in their heads? And how many of them are going to take it and how many of them are going to stay?
Well, I think the problem, Markie, is it's not entirely clear to these folks that the offer that's being made can be made good in that, we'll pay you through September. Well, again, the branch of government, like to go back to civics class, the branch of government that funds the government, including the executive branch, is Congress, not the executive branch. So it's like, it'd be like if someone who wasn't your boss was like, yeah, man, we'll take care of that. We'll get you paid out. And you're like, can you do that?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.